Guess who's back? Back, guess who's back again? Scholastic's back. And I can't sing. Anyway, hello everybody. Scholastica is back. I am the Ren Fair Drag Queen VTuber, and I am here again tonight to play some Honkai Star Rail. And I just want to jump right into it because that's the funnest part, is playing the game. As much as I love talking about the game. So let's shoot off into the distance and head back to Penacony. Although this is not Penacony, this is Belobog. I was doing some work earlier to use up some of my Trailblaze power so that I didn't have to focus on that tonight. But now that we are all caught up with the 2.0 Trailblaze mission story, looks like we have these quests to do. Starting with Masquerade Duet, which will unlock companion characters for Black Swan and Sparkle. As much as I hate Sparkle and don't want her anywhere near the frickin' Express. So let's get started. And then we'll do some of these other things. These other quests. But I don't know, tonight I want to have a more chill stream. I know the companion quest won't take too long. Maybe an hour or two, which will get us about 9 o'clock, and then I can just do some chill side missions until 10, and I might actually try to only stream for 3 hours tonight and not somehow end up streaming for 4+ hours like I keep doing, because it gets to midnight and I get tired. So let's just get into it and play some Honkai Star Rail. Wait, which I have to start with a specific message, which is this one from Dr. Edward. Hello, Mr. Callus. Someone just donated a dream bubble to our store. After conducting psychometric spectral analysis on it, I suspect you would be interested in the contents of this dream bubble. Who donated it to you? The donor is an elegant lady with the name Black Swan. If you have the time, we would love to have you anytime. Let's get started. Yeah, I'm really excited to just take this slow and chill tonight. Yeah.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Is it getting late? We're in the golden hour. It's always the golden hour. Ooh, yoink. Looks like even filling the dream with ice cream won't change my feathers' colors. I love pink. I want to turn into the prettiest pink. Oh right, if I had cosmetics, I might be able to turn into pretty pink. Time to head back to ask young Master Gold. Right, bye. I don't need anything from the trolley. Yeah, I have to definitely keep an eye out for birds. And what can I get from this dude? Just look at the kinds of people that come here. There are daydreamers escaping from reality, liars and hypocrites, and tantrums from squabblers desperate for comfort. That's right. What kind of dependable person would ever venture into a dream? By my reckoning, Penacony is a huge trash can filled with losers from all over the universe, who turn into babies the second they come across the slightest setback. Spend too long in a place like this and you'll start to degenerate without realizing. Do you understand? Your thoughts, your emotions, everything is blunted by overindulgence, and in the end you'll become useless. So what should we do then? Entertainment is a grand waste of the universe's resources and disrespectful to the hard work of everyday people. Places like Penacony should have been shut down a long time ago. Think about it. How many civilizations has this universe spawned? And how many starfaring capabilities? How many actually make the pivotal choice to set out on an intergalactic journey? Anyone with a chance to leave their homeworld behind and explore the universe has either 1 in a billion luck or has paid a price unfathomable to ordinary people. I am one of the latter. I studied painstakingly for decades to leave my home system before finally entering the hallowed realm of the Intelligentsia Guild. And just look at the people here. What have they done with this hard-earned opportunity of theirs? Live out a life of debauchery. Your home planet puts all these efforts into raising you out of hope that you can build it up, not for your wanton pleasure. How can these people not understand such simple truths? I'm different. I don't have a home planet. The man falls silent before shooting you a complicated look with his eyes. It is impossible to tell whether it is a look of pity or wonder. Notwithstanding that being the case, let's stop bickering about it. Go. Do what you want to do. He placed his indignant expression back on his face before throwing himself back into his people-watching and criticism. Oh, can I get something from you?
Absolutely unreasonable.
It'd be a miracle to see any success through fuddling about in a drunken stupor like this all day. Activate clockwork. Let's make you calm, dude. Huh? The man suddenly clams up like a pair of headphones that had just had its cable ripped out. His expression and body both stiffens up. Strange. I feel suddenly very calm. Thinking carefully about it, what's wrong with having fun? The pursuit of leisure should be part of our lives. Have you gotten everything figured out now? No, I can't quite say that. But I have to admit, I used to lose my cool whenever I saw someone looking happy, as the Void Rangers were crawling all over me, and that is not normal behavior. I think that this rage of mine probably stems from envy. My home planet was brought into the universal market by the IPC, but was never really developed. Ever since I was born, I've grown up among a great disparity of wealth. The only local work available on planet is mining or farming, with no hope whatsoever of any career advancement. So the youth all hunger to break out and search for opportunity in this vast universe. But the pathways out are few and far between. Either become an IPC worker or join the Intelligentsia Guild. As the latter salary is higher, competition is naturally more intense. And so you joined the Intelligentsia Guild. Correct, I had to pass a dozen rounds of testing and an oral defense. It was far more difficult than I anticipated and almost completely exhausted me. Back then, I was still young and had my hobbies such as Albervol's Quark chests, Trailblaze cards from the Nameless, and video games from the Intra-Astral Network. So many games. What are Trailblaze cards and how do I get one? But I knew that if I ever got addicted to those things, I'd be consigning my future to ruin for the sake of temporary pleasure. To join the Intelligentsia Guild, I had to rein in tightly any desire to have fun and devote all of my brain to study and rote learning. It was an enriching time, but also a stifling time. I thought that as long as I became an academic, this powerful desire of mine for entertainment would naturally subside. But now it looks like it's better to clear it away rather than bottle it all up. After I calmed down, I felt as though this almighty knot was untying inside me, and I'm not sure why, but I can't seem to arouse any interest in anything. You bottled everything up for too long. Indeed, I first came to Penacony to relax, but when it comes to gaming, I'm completely clueless. Just look, I've saved up this many Adine tokens, but haven't had any chance whatsoever to use them. Let's play together. What? I mean, are you sure? After all, I haven't touched those things since I was little. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be your playmate. But if you say so, then I'll give it my best. Oh yes, here are some of those tokens for you. It'd be hard for me to use them all by myself. If you have time, come and find me in Adine Park. Oh, damn, I just got some tokens. Ooh, and I just unlocked a new quest.
I still gotta get in line in a dream.
Oh yeah, that is ridiculous. Ooh. Alright, let's see what I can do with you.
It is not a good thing for technology to advance too quickly.
There's always value in keeping these around. They're collectibles for sale. What are these? Synthesis material. I don't feel like I really need any of this.
It is not a good...
What are the point of collecting these? It appears you don't understand an Intellitron situation at all. Technology is always advancing, but some will be left behind by the times. When that day comes, the parts within me will be outdated and need to be changed. But what if the market no longer has compatible models available? Organic life structure is stable, it will not change over the thousands of amber eras. Even if struck by sickness, many of their conditions can be resolved with medicine. Intellitrons are different. We have been forced to pursue the tides of technological advancement. We always fear the day when our components fall behind the times. If there comes such a day when we are obsolete, these collectibles will be my hope to live on.
It is not a good thing for technology.
So this guy has to be from the same planet as Screwlum. So what emotions can I mess with? He's calm right now. What happens if I make him angry? It's those techno freaks. They only care about the thrills of research, never stopping to consider the feelings of the users. Product updates iterate lightning quick, but they do nothing about backwards compatibility. Older parts become obsolete after a few years, and we're forced to keep changing parts. All that talk about sacrificing their all for science, it's all nothing but squeezing out a few more coins from consumer wallets. It's the fault of the developers that the old models are getting piled high.
Hold on to it.
Am I supposed to make him feel a certain way for some reason? Let me make you happy. For some reason, Ferdinand's eyes start glazing over. His expression is serene, as if he is reminiscing on some sweet, distant dream. Ah, just drown me. Cutting-edge technology that surges forth like a tide. Shiny new parts. If I had to compare it in the words of organics, that lustrous golden lubricant is as smooth as silken milk, sweet as honey nectar. Alright, whatever. I'd rather you be happy than whatever you were. Alright, so I can get something from this dude. Emmerich. What are you doing? Oh, he has a tiny little mustache. Don't distract me. I'm in the middle of a serious commercializing strategy. Hey, look at you. What's that you're wearing? Funny, I've rarely seen anyone so plainly dressed in golden hour. Oh, well, except for those guys deliberately trying to look miserable. Oh yes, thanks to your sudden appearance, I just came up with a brilliant idea. It's called Beggar's Life Simulation. Boy, this idea will be a hit. Even beggars have dignity. Oh, speaking from experience, huh? Oh, hi, Bon! What are you cooking? Just take a good look around, mister, and see how everyone around you dresses up. You stick out like a sore thumb in this city. That being said, don't be afraid, my friend. Being a maverick is a rare quality in this part of the world. I know, it's not easy to stay true to yourself. Why don't you stick to your own path and continue to be a poor lad that no one cares about? I promise you, that will be the most fun for everyone. I don't like the way you talk to me, little dude. I see, can't handle the truth, huh? Who on earth are you? Well, you'd better remember my name, lad. I'm Emmerich, an inventor. I'm not one of those third-rate inventors who tinker in their huts. No, at least a third of all the wonders you're seeing in the city were invented by yours truly. We're in a dreamscape. I'm pretty sure, you know, dreams, or the family whatever. You're bullshitting me. But what a shame. I blame my lack of awareness of rights when I first came here, letting others steal all my splendid ideas. A word to the wise, if you have a great idea that pops into your head one day, don't be in a hurry to tell anyone about it. Think about its potential business value, so those empty-headed scoundrels won't take it away from you. I've got things to do, so I don't have time for idle chatter. Just go into any store and get yourself a decent outfit, will you? Can I touch the fluff ball on your head? Huh? Did I hear it wrong? Can I pull out all the gray hairs on your head? That way you'll have a pure and pristine bald head that exudes charm. Of course not. Rude. Well, fuck you too, Emmerich.
Very inspiring. Effortless.
Here comes the clockwork. Let's make you happy. The Pepeshi's limbs leap up. You read enthusiasm, jubilation, and some hubris in his movements. Huh? What's going on? I suddenly feel wonderful. I'm alive and fully revitalized. 200 great ideas just flooded into my mind. All the fools will kneel down before the great Emmerich. To hell with the mediocrity of the Intelligentsia Guild. Those guys who know nothing other than so-called methodology and product ideals will never create anything with a soul. One day, I, the great Emmerich, will come up with groundbreaking inventions and steal a piece of the pie from the IPC. Guess it's fantasy time. Hey, you. Yeah, stop lollygagging. I need your help, now. You should be honored. Not everyone gets a chance to impress old Emmerich. Come, let me show you something. Huh? What's this? You think it's just a piece of paper? Ha! Dead wrong. Behold, this could be one of the greatest inventions in the history of Penacony. Listen carefully. It's called the Indefinite Patent Operative Omnifier. So abbreviated as IPOO. Oh, that's definitely one of those acronyms that they picked the acronym first and then picked. I know, right? IPOO. He poo. Consider yourself warned. Show some respect for my invention. Ooh, penne pasta with veggies and chicken. For dinner, I just reheated some... What did I have? Oh, I went to Costco, and they had, like, these garlic shrimps in a frozen bag, you know, whatever. And you just cook them, put them over some pasta. Makes a nice, quick, easy meal. And it's enough to last 2-3 days, so... I just finished it off tonight. And it was very, very good. I love Costco. I've been keeping up with the news, and you know there's always some drama over intellectual property or patents in the real world. Wherever there's civilization, there's infringement. It's not just the legal stuff anymore. It's practically a law of physics. But with this invention, I'll wipe out all infringement in Penacony. Trust me, history will look back on this indefinite patent operative omnifier. I'm just gonna call it the IPOO as a milestone in universal civilization. And the best part, it's super easy to use. Watch this. Emmerich waves his hand and sticks the IPOO on the wall beside him. Oh god, what's gonna happen? Beep. Initiating infringement risk analysis. Beep. Analysis complete. Object identified. Generic architectural wall covering in Penacony. Beep. Conclusion. The analysis regarding the raw materials, supply chain, and related technologies show no risk of infringement. This object can be used without risk. I'm impressed with my own robot voice. See, that's the power of the IPOO. With this, I'm going to make a boatload of money. I mean, I'm going to protect the rights of all talented inventors in Penacony from infringement. Here, take a couple and go. Stop on anything that's worth. Anything that looks important. Remember, it's all about social justice and civilization. What's in it for me? You greedy tall folk. Isn't it enough to be recognized by the great Emmerich? Fine, alright. Just do me this favor and I'll make it worth your while. Well, on second thought, I should narrow down the scope of the objects you're to analyze so we won't waste the great invention. Okay, it's settled. Go analyze a Steinway Falcon Speedster, a viewing telescope, and a sales billboard for now. Weird, I have such an awesome invention, yet I didn't think of using it before. But never mind, it's better late than never. Be careful of emergencies. Tick-tock! Oh, I just keep finding secret little missions. Should I talk to the investigative journalist? I should at least clear this square before I go on. What do you want? There's no such thing as a perfect thing. There's always a flaw. Hello, the night scenery really is a sight, isn't it? How I wish that time would stop, that we could live forever, can forever live in this serene dream. Looking at your attire, I don't suppose you're from the family. Let me guess, guest who was invited here? A dream chaser who fantasizes about striking it rich? Or are you going to surprise me? I am a guest of the family's. Really? I do not doubt you, but there have been far too many imposters of late. Look, members of the Bloodhound family are on patrol, anxiously on edge, as if something major is about to erupt. If you are a guest, what would you like to know? The Astral Express has arrived at Penacony. The Astral Express? Oh, that bunch of nameless scurrying about with their trailblazing? How admirable. I quite like that. Robin is a member of the family? I knew that. I even know that lady has had some disagreements with her family. Ooh, that's a little bit of tea. Splendid things can never be kept long. You should understand that. Clocky really exists. You mean the character Mr. Pocketwatch from the movie exists in reality? I can still talk to you, help you do stuff, solve all sorts of problems, and adventure with you? The wondrous sojourn of a nameless could perhaps be interesting. Alas, I have no soul glad with me, an essential pairing when listening to your tale. I am the fabled watchmaker. Ha, ha 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 ha. Sorry, it's a funny joke, but I'd rather believe that Clocky really exists. Rude. You're as interesting as I expected. Everyone has secrets and every city has its dark corners. If its secrets are trying to be kept away from the public eye, you'd have to learn to be very skilled in burying the truth. If someone you least expect uncovers them, it'll be an awkward sight. You look like you have something else on your mind. What is it? Can I touch the fluff ball on your head? Could you be pulling my leg? All who live on Penacony know that it is extremely rude to extend such a request to a Pepeshi lady. If you weren't on your best behavior just now, I would have suspected you were some fugitive on the lam. Fine, I have to admit that you have surprised me. Oh, I got a clipping.
Pretty
All right, activate clockwork. What can I do? You're calm now. I don't want to make them sad. I just want to make everybody happy. For some reason, Singler suddenly sinks into silence. Her brows are sullen, as if she is about to spill some forbidden secret. You are a trustworthy person, and I think I want to tell you my real identity. That way, even if I forever disappear from this dream, you will not be surprised. I'm an investigative reporter. My presence on Penacony is to reveal the conspiracy behind this facade of splendor. According to my understanding of the rules of this universe, the creation of such perfection always requires a hefty price. Lurking in the closets of the family, I feel there are unknown sinister acts in motion. I want to unveil these misdeeds and present the truth to the public, even if I have to completely shatter this facade of brilliance, even if I invoke the wrath of many. But, you must understand, everyone has their own calling and tenacity, and mine is coincidentally fueled by the truth. I got a praise of high morals. Yeah, I know, Bun, it's just so sad to think about making them sad. There has to be some sort of benefit from, like, giving them sad or angry emotions at some point. I figure that's something you just have to kind of brute force and just force everyone to feel every emotion and see what happens.
Astral Express. Welcome to the Dreamscape Sandstorm.
Thank you, Dr. Edward. Long time no see, old big eye.
A long time no see. Diamond. I've already made the necessary preparations. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027, damage first, and Article 076, waste. However, this dreamscape will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh memory. It will make for a very vivid experience.
Sounds interesting.
Veteran gamers call this type of dream a thrill dream. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the dreamscape immediately and seek professional medical help. Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. albeit a psychiatric one.
Ah, okay, so now we know what he's a doctor in.
Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream.
I'm not so sure about this.
Time to prepare. We can hum.
I only do that because I saw this. I don't want to snag him. The hound chooses to remain in silence amidst the lively and joyful dream. Upon realizing that you have noticed it, the hound swiftly vanishes. I haven't figured out what these hounds are about quite yet.
Maybe you're looking for some.
Can you tell me more about Black Swan's dream bubble? Oh, so it's from Black Swan. Spoiler.
Are you ready to experience Miss Black Swan's dreamscape? Please close your eyes.
Touch the dream bubble.
Oh, yes. I nearly forgot. That elegant girl mentioned something before she left.
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Ooh. She told me to stop streaming. Ooh, trash can monsters. Alright, well, who should I bring? Seems like normal and wind. Ooh, and I get to play as Black Swan. That's fun. I do Argenti, Blade, Black Swan, and I mean, I just always go with La Cha. He's my go-to healer. Sounds fun.
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Another murder? Seriously?
Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
So then Firefly's fine. Because she was in the dreamscape when she got stabbed through the heart. So you can't die. Unless you just are about to find out how you die in the dream.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
Alright. Is this actually Sampo or is this Sparkle again? I'm not sure.
You're not wrong.
Why is he
Even
with
if there
Black
were no
Swan?
casualties.
I just have to wait and see.
Being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all. This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony.
Oh, so no one was actually murdered. They just got hit over the head and woke up back in the real world.
You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate
The
the
Oak
crime scene.
family.
I'll be on standby over here.
So Black Swan, if that is Sparkle, would have to know it's Sparkle, right? This is so weird. Oh, I'm just so happy to see Shampoo again.
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Oh, I'm playing as Black Swan. She's a mysterious sort. I'm not going to offer an explanation.
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. Rather than hearing endless explanations, would you like to experience it for yourself?
No, no, no. Hey, you can save that for the enemy.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time.
Wait, so this is actually Sampo. I'm so happy, Sampo. Sampo's on Penacony. That means we might see him. Actually, the real him.
You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Idean Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere.
Oh, so Bud, is it possible that she is Sampo, but also the mask? Because I just love Sampo when I want him to be here.
My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game. I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk. Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
Oh, so is she just admitting to being the one that smashed that other person over the head with the hammer?
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul.
So who's the other memo keeper that is following Sparkle? And this is real Sampo.
The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything.
See, Sampo's a good guy. He's, I mean, a scam artist, but I feel like, and a mouthful, but I feel like he has a good heart underneath it all.
I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
Oh, don't say that, Sampo. Just wait until your 5-star version comes out.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Okay, this kind of puts some things in context with what Sparkle said, because she said that she heard about the Trailblazer and what happened on Urillo 6 from Sampo. And he just said that he traveled with her here to deliver a letter, so then when she saw the Trailblazer, she decided, oh, I'm going to pretend to be Sampo to fuck with him. It's all making sense. And it's the character assassination of Sampo. He's still my sussy boy, but my good sussy boy, not my bad Sparkle bitch lady.
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
All right. I'll talk to you then.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
I love murder mysteries. Regarding the victim.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari, then suddenly assaulted him with a hammer.
Tall, strong man.
Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
regarding the Sweet Dreams troupe present at the scene of the crime.
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Regarding evidence at the scene of the
Any
crime.
leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Can we summon the victim?
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape. Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
I mean, like I said, I love a murder mystery. Alright, let's talk to Bailiff and Constable.
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case.
I'm guessing this is Sparkle's doing.
Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
The Sparkle murder
The
case.
Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
No, it does not.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence. My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle. To escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
Sampo's like, can I leave now?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on. Wait.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
I feel like you just pulled that out of your, do TV sets have butts?
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit. I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me.
Sure thing, Bailiff.
Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright.
All right, I understand left on and right, because left and right, but what's Zhang Shan? I don't get that reference.
Lefton
A joke.
is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be.
So left on only has his left hand left on. Got it.
Then there's
Should I be
Jean
writing this down?
This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town.
I'm sure that's in the Chinese language, Zhongshan. There's some pun here about his face being disfigured. Zhongshan. So Zhongshan has the disfigured face, and left on is missing his right hand.
Last of all comes right. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
So right has no legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
Me and Sampo are the same person. We're perfect for each other.
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
That won't be necessary.
That won't be necessary. I've memorized every detail.
No wonder you're a memo keeper.
Case review. Oh, thank you. So wait, how do I actually review? Oh, no. Inventory? I can't click on it. It doesn't show me anything. So let's look at this evidence. Let's start with the murder weapon.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy. This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case.
Oh, now you're calling it that.
Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target.
Magic. So I got the giant wooden hammer. And what is this?
Look! An ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victim's?
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
All right, that is a pile of papers, not an ID, but okay. All right, sort through the clues that you have collected so far.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on?
Oh.
Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle. But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
Doubt.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Oh, into the TV. I was not expecting this. Enter the room where Sparkle had clues. Okay. Interesting use of a level that we've already been to. A button.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it!
Oh, okay.
That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke!
Oh, no.
Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke!
Poof.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
I feel like Sparkle is not the brightest bulb.
Correct! Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
Huh?
This is nuts!
I do appreciate how exasperated with his fellow masked fool Sampo is. He's like, what is this white nonsense? Boo boo doo 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 da doo da doo. Ooh, a puzzle. I love the puzzles. This looks like a pom-pom. Goes there. There we go. Oh, it's so cute.
What's this? A plush toy?
Yeah.
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Have both Black Swan and Sampo been on the Astral Express? Because I know Sampo isn't one of the people that can visit us. And Black Swan's a memo keeper, so she can go as she pleases.
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
I know who did it. It was Pom Pom.
I see. Well, when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
I think we have to arrest Pom Pom.
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring. This doll, could it be connected to the case?
I don't know, Black Swan. Could it be?
You don't have to play along that hard, you know.
Pom Pom toy. How many of these Pom Pom plushes exist? Am I supposed to? Oh, I'm not supposed to. Oh, and then I can knock him out. Boop. Push. I do really like how they're reusing a level that normally wouldn't come back to. Note.
This notice. Seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
Goldhammer residence security regulations. To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Goldhammer residents shall abide by the following regulations from today onwards. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Golden Hammer residence using the facial recognition system. Those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system will be killed on the spot. These regulations are in effect indefinitely.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Let's do it.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence, I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand.
Yep.
Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right? I remember this one best. Wright has a broken leg.
Why do you remember that one the best?
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3
I already know the
suspects,
answer.
so elimination could be a valid method.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on.
I do. It's Zhongshan. It cannot be it. Exclude Zhongshan.
So, who exactly is the murderer? Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right?
So he would have been killed on sight if the facial recognition couldn't recognize him. Confirm.
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
Yes, I'm so smart. Oh. Wait, can I look at the other evidence again? An ID. Apparently some have it installed. Not sure about that. Oh, it can't be the guy with the broken arm. Because if Sampo can't lift it with one hand, how would this guy? How would Lefton do it?
So, who exactly?
Lefton, that guy lost his hand.
So I present the giant wooden hammer.
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him. Probably impossible. Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
Why do I have a feeling that right is wrong as the answer? Or is right? Because Sparkle's that freaking obvious.
There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
The murderer is right.
You have answered
Yay!
correctly. As expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Let's do it.
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
I only have 2 more hours, so I better wrap up before then.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie. And hers may just understand more about her than she does herself. Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
At this moment, the constable and his bailiff lie lifelessly mere husks of their former selves. Seems they have already completed their mission.
Do you two need anything else?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up.
That girl said they're always silent.
Alright. Already talked to them. Now I'm going over here.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I told you. It's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And, as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
This sure will be an interesting one, I'm sure. Oh, look at the rainbow. Ah, finally some baddies.
Whoa, this place is a complete mess.
Oh, no,
And those
they're
two
not.
weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality. Let's talk to those two there, then.
Hi, Sheriff and Deputy Sheriff.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo. You finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Sure.
Ah, the skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Ooh. Let me guess what her last name is this time. Although I don't know what the murder weapon is, because before it was Goldhammer and she was murdered by a Goldhammer, so...
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt!
So Sparkle's in there right now, scripting it.
Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out.
So she was strangled.
After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on, but instead discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death.
Alright, what color was the
There were
tie?
3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Wright, a Foxian gambler named John
Seriously.
Shell, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Sparkle could not come up with any new names, can she?
Our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk anymore with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy!
I love Sampo. The fact that he can, like, grind Sparkle's gears this much just makes me happy.
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you'll be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
Alright, Deputy Sheriff.
Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward.
First, there's left on.
First of all is the shopkeeper.
Oh, no, right.
Right. He's one of the Pepeshi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can
Seriously? It's a good thing that I plan on playing Genshin tomorrow because hopefully this won't keep happening. I wonder if I have to lower the... I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But then I said that yesterday. All right, tell me, Deputy Sheriff.
Let me introduce the idea. First of all is the shopkeeper, right?
Anyway, what I was saying is that
and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist.
if he says tall as Sparkle's waist, that means he probably won't be able to strangle her.
So next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there was the gambler Zhongshan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her. That's all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
That won't be necessary.
I remember it all.
Cool. Now let's look at this evidence.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
Oh, see, now Sample's getting
This
into it.
Jan Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
Investigate.
And there's the tie.
All right, so since it was a blue tie and before she was killed with a gold hammer, I think her last name in this story is Blue Tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
The tag on the tie reads, "Only for Imperial Master Lefton." Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
Lefton's tie. Oh, so another one of these. I don't think I've done the OG one yet.
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this
Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
Because she's having fun. Aren't you having fun? Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. For being shrunk, I can't climb up those stairs. Can't get through these books though. What's this? Oh, I can return to newer form. Now walk up the stairs. Can't get up there though.
A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
Oh, this implies that it could have been the Pepeshi.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary.
Oh, I can turn back. Then use this rocket. expect to come over here, but this works. What's this?
What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
It's a literal red herring.
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Cause it's just bad.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
Gotta love a red herring. Alright, so now I can teleport this way. Oh, and fix this clocky.
This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
Oh, so I have to have it like right there? Oh. Oh. How do I get... Oh, I didn't even think of that. Perfect. Awaken.
So there's a ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
I don't know,
Because
Sams.
this ring was found inside the victim's mouth. We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
In the victim's mouth.
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Zhongshan family heirloom.
Interesting.
That should be it. Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Okay, I'm just spitballing here. So she was killed with Lefton's tie, which I don't think he'd kill her with his own tie if he was trying to escape suspicion. Right, his feet were on the stool, which means he could have been tall enough to strangle her with that tie. And then Zhongshan, he wanted that heirloom, so why would he then put it in Sparkle's mouth? So I think it is... I think Right's right again.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. What's that? You found out who the killer is?
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
Nest of magpies?
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Identify the murderer.
Then let us appreciate your powers of deduction. Have you... Right is a Pepeshi citizen, and Miss Sparkle was a low-key bigot. Always...
Right stool.
This stool is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right! That's the one! Miss Sparkle always teased poor Wright until he was unable to take it any longer. Eventually, murderous intent was born. Taking advantage of his position, he stole Lefton's tie and told Miss Sparkle, "Miss, please come with me to the changing room. I'd like to show you a matching tie." Miss Sparkle never thought Wright would retaliate against her, So she went back with him to the changing room. As Wright stood atop the stool and helped Miss Sparkle try on the tie as usual,
He strangled her.
he then suddenly pulled it tight. And that's how he killed Miss Sparkle. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Perfect.
Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one...
Piece of cake.
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
Wait, I was wrong?
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter, how did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Then, right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Fun.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
Is it gonna be like just a single person standing there with like a shirt that reads "I am the killer"?
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Oh wait, I want to hear some of them.
Detective Black Swan, would you like to hear about the other answers that you didn't guess?
Sure.
Why, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Seeing as you put so much work into everything.
The murderer is Lefton.
Lefton is a wealthy merchant who has been competing with Miss Sparkle for decades. They're always at each other's throats.
And the evidence will be Lefton's
This
tie.
tie is a piece of evidence.
That's right. That's the one. This tie belongs to Lefton, and it just so happens to be the murder weapon in this case. Could the evidence be any more solid than this? Lefton snuck into the changing room and waited for poor Miss Sparkle to enter before using this very tie to brutally kill her. And then he stuffed Zhongshan's ring into her mouth as a way to try and frame him.
Smart.
What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large. This guy, Zhongshan, is a card shark who used to play Get the Koi with Miss Sparkle. He gambled away his entire family fortune.
Oh, not his fortune. So this evidence then would be the ring, right?
This ring is a piece of evidence.
That's right! What would a penniless wretch of a gambler like Zhongshan be doing at such a fancy fashion store as this? Because he was planning on robbing it! He'd stolen Lefton's tie and was just about to get away when he saw Miss Sparkle, the one who had stolen his family fortune from him. So he darted into the changing room and tried to get back his ring. Who could have known that Miss Sparkle would end up swallowing that ring? All Zhongshan could do was use the tie in his hand to try and strap down her neck to prevent her from swallowing the ring.
I feel like this is the most far-fetched out of all of them.
Strangle Miss Sparkle to death. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
The murderer... There is no murderer at all.
What do you mean by that?
Smoked red herring. I'm actually not sure what I mean by that. Red herring?
This evidence doesn't really...
Nothing.
Don't go too far. What do you mean by that?
The count book?
Nothing.
Don't go too far. What do you mean by...
Tie?
This tie is a piece of evidence.
That's right. That's the one. Miss Sparkle stole Lefton's tie to see if it would fit her. But who knew that Lefton had an anti-theft device installed on it? After
Sure.
Miss Sparkle affixed the tie to her neck, it rapidly contracted, thereby strangling the poor lady. She tried swallowing her ring to preserve her breathing passage, but unfortunately, she was beyond saving.
Gasp.
A tragedy. If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the 3 suspects would all be facing grave injustice.
I'd rather not play around.
Well, that's funny.
Excuse me?
Its work is done and it's taking up...
But I prefer the character design of the deputy
Oh.
sheriff. Can it come back?
No. Playing so many roles is tiring.
Then why are you doing it, Sparkle?
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand. Like a performer on the stage or child hungering for attention. This game will be over soon. This time, we're going to catch her.
Roll of 3, right? This is the 3rd mystery.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony, and next to me here is my assistant detective. A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
Oh, I love a good locked room mystery.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom.
Was she sleeping?
The butler, Jean Shen, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late. And no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside. As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside. The room was covered in spattered blood.
Ooh, blood.
Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time. Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist's canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but alas, poor
The artist's canvas.
She's left us now forever. Besides us and Zhongshan the butler, Lefton the cook and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me? It might tickle a little.
Ooh, Sampo's impressed.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
Ooh, where is she? Are you really? What is happening to this game to me? Huh, this is so weird. Colleen AF, thank you for the follow. Huh? You just came in as my game collapsed on me for absolutely no reason. How are you? I am Scholastica, the Ren Fair drag queen VTuber. And I'm pretending like I don't know you, even though I do.
Miss Black Swan. A murder in a...
As
All right,
expected.
just
Yesterday,
skipping all
my
this.
the butler Zhongshan. As soon as I
The room was covered in... Thinking quickly, besides us and Jean...
Presumably. Miss, why don't you skip...
Alright, you did that. We did that.
Honest kid.
No cheating!
Huh. Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
I know, carrier pigeons is the way to go, Colleen.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Oh gosh, don't tell me that Sampo's not Sampo still. Sampo's like one of my favorite characters in this whole quest. He's been, Sparkle's been pretending to be him.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
And it makes me sad, because I just want to see the real Sampo.
Wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce. Ding-a-ling!
Oh.
Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge.
What is the
Everyone
audience
knows
challenge?
That the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. They put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste.
Okay.
Plus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
What are you doing, Sparkle? Can I actually solve the mystery if I wanted to? The detective and the assistant detective have become two lifeless bodies. It seems they can no longer complete their mission. Ow. Road.
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Ooh. Alright. Here is the battle, finally. Is the suspect a trash can?
There's no weird, sweet dreams troop. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. We finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can?
In Penacony.
Hey! Dear memo keeper and Mr.
Ooh, look at those muscles. I love a piece of trash with muscles.
I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. Alright. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come
Right,
on.
huge queen?
This is
They
the
just
final
hot, muscly
question.
trash. Most of the characters in this game are hot, muscly trash.
Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
Isn't this just the man thing?
No murder case this time around.
The answer's man.
Sometimes it's nice.
Oh, you should see, there's a gold version of the same
Come on, dear.
trash
Give me your
man.
answer then.
Isn't gold trash better than no trash? Or a silver trash? Sorry, I'm reading this. Should I just hit people?
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people.
Trash man. Hot, muscly.
Wrong answer. How could it be as boring as that?
Really?
The correct answer is Sparkle.
That wasn't even an option.
When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed.
Oh, you like your
runs
poor
about
trash
all
men.
afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle. So naturally, she's got
Oh.
4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night.
That doesn't quite track with me, but sure.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
What a cute answer.
Yeah, Black Swan likes it though.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
All right, hit me, trash man.
Destiny isn't chosen.
Bam.
You chose the wrong enemy. My guiding light.
Oh yeah, we've got a battle going on.
Eternal. The fight is set. Receive divinity. Unnecessary. That paradise, savor it for me.
Bop.
Well timed. Failed to set you.
What do you want to know?
Ooh, what do I want to know? I'll just do this.
Manifest. Time's passage.
Oh my gosh, he actually did just kill me. I was not expecting that.
Dead return!
Oh, but now. Who are you barking at, Stella? Bark, bark, bark.
Holy smokes!
Is there another,
What's up with
like,
this guy?
or,
He just
another
came out
ladybug?
swinging from nowhere.
Oh, poor trash man.
Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Oh, Stella's always making a cameo at least once. For some reason, there are so many ladybugs that are somehow getting into my room. And they've been doing this all winter. I didn't think ladybugs survived throughout the winter. So I don't know what the heck they're doing in here. But every time Stella sees one, she starts freaking out.
Wait. Don't move.
I was once on a hike with my mom in Tennessee. There was a giant black snake that we came across on the path. She didn't even notice the damn thing, even when it slithered away. But a ladybug on the wall, that she notices.
Something's off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle.
Good, I don't like Sparkle.
How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do?
What did she do?
You
Oh
did
yeah,
this,
she
didn't you?
is a very
Killing
jealous
people in their
person.
dreams. Only the remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her.
Oh yeah, Sparkle is not wearing pants. No, I feel... I'll have to check her full model and see if she does have pants, but... Yeah, it seems like she's not wearing them right now.
Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier.
All right, so this quest is basically telling me that the big moment of the last quest where Firefly or Robin or whatever her name is gets stabbed through the chest and disappears, and Black Swan's all like, oh yeah, she's dead. She can't be dead, because that happened in a dream.
There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle? Who are you talking to?
It is not Sampo. Ugh, I just want to see Sampo.
Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions! If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do.
All right,
The
let's
hint
figure
for the
out.
final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder? I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene.
I didn't
Second,
note that part.
The victim had been dead for some time.
I did note that second part, which to me means that it happened early in the
Based
night.
on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist.
Which means you're saying that Sparkle killed herself.
But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer.
I'm not getting it yet.
As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer.
I'm glad they didn't ask me to guess this one, because I wouldn't have
At the
gotten
time,
that.
I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words.
So she, or the assistant detective used the blood to cover up whatever
Of course,
it said.
This is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
See, I thought I was smart, but Black Swan is actually ahead of me on this one.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Another answer?
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
Oh, so are you saying, Sampo, that you're not Sparkle, but you're helping Sparkle?
What a pity, such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is Miss Sparkle's body.
Huh?
Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body.
Oh, so that is Sampo.
Ding-a-ling! I won!
I keep getting confused.
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo then?
Beautiful lady, I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all.
Oh, don't worry, Colleen. I'm confused as well. I love Sampo. Sampo is my husband. But Sparkle is an inconsistent mess.
Errand this whole time.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a
That's like the 5th time she said, "Why so serious?"
I have, at least. You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
La da da.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together?
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes.
Yeah, Sparkle is trying very hard
to stand up under that spotlight as you
to be
take
cool.
the stage and watch the dance.
And I don't 100% agree with it.
Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade. Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
I've started to lose the plot here. Oh, what is happening now?
Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Why not?
What is she about to do?
Dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me.
Oh, heh heh.
Let's go, Sampo?
Oh, so that was Sampo this whole time.
Sampo.
Wait, who is Sampo?
Who is Sampo?
What is happening?
This is Bellabug, right?
Huh?
I
She just
said,
took their
why not?
memories?
Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again.
Oh.
And also, I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
Ooh, what is your plan? Still so confused.
What a special dream this has been. And did you notice its nested structure? Being part of it play inside the dreamscape is as weird and captivating as being in a dream within a dream.
Sure, Dr. Edward.
That's the end of Miss Black Swan's dream bubble. Are you satisfied with your experience?
I mean, I'm still a little, Ooh, I want to know about Sampo. Sampo turned out to be...
I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating that dreams are just dreams. And in Penacony, dreams can be processed or even tempered.
What does that mean?
Dreams cannot be trusted, let alone in someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold, hard light of reality. Sweet dreams.
I still can't tell if Sampo's real or not. I guess that's what we're going to see.
Really?
Oh, look, Sampo is real.
I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Oh, so Sparkle has Sampo's mask.
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements?
You bitch.
Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me.
Oh, does that mean next time we see Sampo, he's gonna have his mask and be a 5-star?
But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? This doesn't seem like the Sampo I know.
Oh, she's short. She's tiny.
Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Well, no comment about that.
Urello 6?
I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense.
What's gonna happen to Urello 6?
Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself.
Ooh, so you're gonna do something cool, aren't you?
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog after all the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sampo can stand by.
See, I knew Sampo was at least... He's not as crazy as this chick.
Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Oh, Giovanni. I liked Giovanni when we met him.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously.
Well, at least I'm glad you didn't say why so serious this time.
Why so
Oh, Jesus!
serious?
I jinxed it! I fucking jinxed it! Ah! God damn you, Sparkle. That was frustrating. Black Swan, I imagine you have already seen that dream bubble. Relax, I just want to know if anyone has come looking for you yet. What's up? I'll make this simple. That fool named Sparkle is currently searching all over the place for that dream bubble. I do not know what her intentions are, but allowing it to slip into her hands will only make this situation more confusing. Can you do me a favor and go to reclaim that dream bubble? Sure. Yeah, she is doing her dance. No, ooh, she probably wants to take over Lady Gaga's role, Colleen. In, what is it? Joker 2, Folie à Deux. Your attitude is reassuring. I will go with you, but I don't remember where that dream bubble was left. Can you remind me? This isn't Black Swan. How could a memo keeper forget a memory? Are you really Black Swan? Huh? You figured me out? Sparkle is the biggest idiot. She's so bad at this. She is such a wannabe Joker. Can't believe you figured me out so quickly. How dull. Pranks are all about the back and forth. You've seen how much fun I have with that Memo Keeper. You should learn from her, young Nameless. This is just the beginning. I'll be back. Okay, so now she's doing Arnold. Please don't come back. Nothing good ever comes from hanging out with a fool. No, but I love hanging out with Sampo. And Masquerade Duet is complete. All right. I want to show you this, Colleen, if you're still here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this real quick. I'm attempting Sparkle. I thought Sparkle was going to be a better character because... Ooh, I'm really trying something I haven't done at the last display capture. Great new. Not that. Doing this on the fly. Probably not the best. Media source? No. How do I get YouTube? Oh, window capture. That's what I need. Create new. Right here. Is this working? It is. All right, let's make this bigger. And I'm hoping... Oh no. Whatever, this is fine. But this is the trailer that released of her, and it's such a cool trailer. And I hate the fact that I feel like they did her dirty. I just love this music.
What's your wager? The life of a faker. Looks like someone's in my way.
Some Persona 3 shit happening right there.
Let me tell you what foolishness is.
Doing Russian roulette.
Pretending to be smart like you do. Then, what is a fool? Knowing when to act clueless.
Like, look at this. This is amazing.
Do you get it now? What is elation? Me. I am elation.
I mean, it was less the legs that I noticed and more those rippling muscles. I just think this trailer is so freaking cool. And the fact... Oh, yeah. I was reading online that, like, people were showing comparisons between this and other music video references. And it looks like they actually got permission from the artists to reference it, which is cool, because otherwise I'd be a little, freaked out by that. I don't like stealing people's art without consent.
Were you scared just now?
But, like, do you see how cool that is? And the fact that she's not like that at all. In the... in the whatever it's called. The game. In the game itself. It just kind of pisses me off. But whatever. It's all fine. I've still got Sampo. He's still my favorite masked fool. Also, I'm so happy, Colleen, that you're finally able to come check me out live. I hope I'm doing a decent job so far. As I fill out this sticker book. for reasons I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah. I just, whatever. Who is this? This is Sadie. So this is Clocky. He's the mascot of the Dreamscape. And this is Angry. And these are all his friends. Oh, how are the Bun Buns? Are they getting along yet? Colleen has 2 bunnies. She had one for a while that unfortunately passed on. And so she got a new one recently, and her new bunny and her old bunny are just starting to become friends. Oh, okay, slightly less attempted murder. That's a good thing. I don't even know why I'm doing all this. Do I get points for putting these everywhere? I have no idea. But whatever, I got whatever that is. This is such a mess. You originally thought this trip was all about having fun without any goals or purpose. But who would have thought the story shifted in this direction? The IPC's sweet-talking and devious representative proposes a deal with you. But you don't know what chips... Wait, but you don't even know what chips you are currently holding. Tell you, are you a gambler? Why do I have to tell myself that? I don't like gambling. And I don't believe in fate. So I'm just gonna say I never believed in fate. You're firm of will and adamant in your dedication and will never discard your principles in a game of probability. This might become a huge test for you. After all, under some circumstances, it's not up to you whether you will join the game. So... I'm not entirely sure. And these are... Who are these people? Yeah, whatever. The cheap chair. Oh gosh, 2 more months, Bun, seriously? I thought they'd be releasing something in 4.1. I can't believe they're waiting till 4.2 to do it. Because I'm actually, like, interested and invested in this story. Although the end of both that Sparkle quest and the whole Firefly, Robin, dead thing in the dream, I don't know, that all still confuses me. But I guess that's to be expected. Oh, well, no, I'm not bad at the simulated universe. Let me go show you, Bun. I have to go all the way to the space station. I heard his office. I haven't done it this week because I've been streaming all week. But I'm all the way... I'm working through it slowly. So yeah, World 5, I've got that difficulty done. I have to do World 6, difficulty 4. I think I have to do difficulty 4 and 7 and 8 as well. But up till 7 and 8, I have it. And then when it comes to Swarm Disaster, I only have to unlock Preservation 2. I'm missing a lot of this. I don't know why. But here, I'm like right at the end of the commuting trail. So I'm towards the end of Swarm Disaster. And even Golden Gears. If I look at the neural network, I'm again getting close to the end. And I still have like 10 things to unlock here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the final chapter. Because I don't know if I have to do Conundrum mode. Because there's no chance I'm going to beat Conundrum mode. I know. I need to really... Once I level up some more characters, because I want to... Let me see. Like I said, I have a bunch of good people up to level 80 with all their traces super high. So I just want to level up some of my favorites to the same level, and then I want to start focusing on artifacts and actually getting, or relics. I keep confusing this with Genshin, and actually get some good relics in here instead of these 3 and 4 stars. Which I really should just get rid of. Because geez Louise, why even have these? My characters are slow? Oh gosh, see, I know nothing. I am so bad at this. I mean, I don't know how I've been able to clear so much of the simulated universe. Because, yeah, I'm like... That tortures difficulty for both of these. 134 speed lets your characters act twice in the first turn? I didn't know you could do that. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, okay, so relics is something I really need to work on. Because of course I do. Where's my map? My map's the M button. Oh, that's the daily. I don't want to help that lady today. Alright, so the question is, what... I should finish getting the chests here. And then I can focus back on the dreamscape.
It's getting late. Where to now?
And also look for secrets.
Flammable goods are not permitted on the premises.
Oh, really? 121 is the minimum. That's the minimum speed given by artifacts, is what you're saying?
You can actually book a stay on credit. Fancy a dreamscape sightseeing shopping tour?
No thanks, lady. Where could it be? It's probably upstairs. I feel like I haven't looked upstairs enough. Oh, they'll have passes that need certain speed. Got it. Yeah, once you get into the numbers part of this game, I really do get lost. Of course, the music resounds from behind the door. If you were inside, who would you have invited along? So sad. That goes back to the lobby.
She's the girl of my dreams.
I don't see a chest there.
Quit giving me the stink eye.
Oh, hi, Dr. Blues. That's a great name. You come face to face with a blue bird, but does not look like it's going to speak anytime soon. Remain silent. Time passes in silence as you and the bird stare at each other. Remain silent. The silent staring contest continues. No one knows who's going to win. Bun Prince. Pretty much every character wants speed boost except Clara. I see that making sense, because Clara, it's more about people attacking her and Svarog reciprocating the attack. That's how she really fights. Dr. Blues finally spoke. Can you see me? Who are you? Obviously, I'm an origami bird. You can call me Dr. Blues. Got it. Make sure you never forget about it. I'm swamped with work. If you have any questions, you can go to those birds on the giant tree. I think they'll need your help with the affairs. When you have helped them find the required number of origami birds, I'll give you rewards. This is written under the storyline section. Well, don't I have enough? I've met the other birdies, but I guess you haven't found all the origami birds yet, right? Come back when you've done that. All right, fine. So this leads to the VIP lounge, which is that part of? Yes, that is part of this. Let me double check and make sure there are no hidden chests over here that I somehow missed. Bum 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 bum. Seems like the end. Do 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 do. Ba bum ba ba. I can't believe I am 2 hours into my stream already. I feel like I just started. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. I have half-day Flex Fridays, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm planning on streaming until 6 p.m. when we're going to raid my favorite Friday hang, which is Holdinator, Page 7's Holden McNeely and Jackie Zabrowski. They do a thing called Jackin' with the Holdies every Friday at 6. It's a blast. I hope you follow me there because we're gonna raid it, and I want to show. They've both been so supportive of what I'm doing, so I want to show them. I don't know that people watch me. I need to impress mommy and daddy. All right, can't go in there. Not there. Alright, where could these chests be? Do you have anything to say? Blah, blah, blah. I can tell that she's not going to offer anything important, which is why I'm just skipping the dialogue. Alright. They... Oh, thank you, Bun Prince. Yeah, I'm surprisingly feeling a lot better than I did day one. I remember being such a ball of nerves. And where the heck are these last two treasure chests? But actually, like right now, I actually feel like I'm just like chilling, having fun with friends, which is so nice. Huh. What area could I have missed? It says I'm missing 2 treasure. I'm guessing I'm able to get into these rooms at some point through some sort of side mission, and that might be where. Huh. Or I can go talk to the bartender.
Why isn't there a sugar-free one peach soul?
Why isn't there? What is this? Oh, this is this guy again.
Look cute to you.
You do look cute to me. I have something for you. Ow. Don't you dissolve in water? That's a weird question. Well, we do dissolve upon contact with water. That's why the rainy season has always been the greatest hazard on Calcis. Fortunately, IPC has recognized their value and constructed rain shelters on the planet. As a result, disappearances during rainfall are now few and far between. Still, we must be careful when visiting other planets and never enter a bathroom. This is the first time I'm hearing that they dissolve in water. Also, don't you need to enter a bath to enter into the dreamscape? So how are they entering into the dreamscape if they're not getting into the bath?
Us people from planet Screwlow never brag.
One peach soul glad? Shake it.
Yeah, I don't know where this chest is. I'm sure I can find it eventually. But let's enter the Golden Hour and look for these. Holy crap, I am missing 16 treasures and 2 trash cans? Alrighty, let's figure this out. But yeah, this is what I'm planning on doing for the next hour, and so just wandering around.
Where to now?
Not really focusing on story, but just kind of chilling.
Wristwatch by the Stent preservation.
Did not mean to do that. Tick tock. What to do? What do I do? I'm going to be scrapped soon. Tick tock. The average working lifespan of us tickers is only 133 years. I have another 129 years before I get scrapped. I don't want to be scrapped. All right, let's fix you. I love the puzzles of this game. All right, that has to... Ooh, I know. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, but that works. And did I thank you, Bun, for saying that? I can't remember. I'm just focused on talking about puzzles. Tick-tock, come to think of it, 129 years still seems like a long time. I need to check out one of your streams, Bud, because you said you stream, right? Do you know when you're streaming next? I think I followed you back. What does this do? Let's make a call. Already. Dial the dream call. Ring, ring, ring. You're about to hear Sushang's dream. Lyceum Abyssetery. Ooh, next big stream is Sunday. All right, Sunday. Do you know what time? Because I am free on Sunday. I plan on taking this whole weekend off after doing my 5 days in a row stream. So I'm wide open Sunday, and I would love to watch your stream. Then we'll announce the scores for this exam. I'll announce the scores and rankings from lowest to highest as usual. 31st place, blah, 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 blah. 3rd place, Gwenifin, 94 points. 2nd place, Lacha, 96 points. And the winner is Sushang, 99 points. The call abruptly ends. It seems Sushang is awakened from her dream, filled with excitement. You can hardly imagine how disappointed she must feel when she returns to reality. Oh, poor Sushang. That's, where is she? That's this little gremlin. She's fun, I like her. Another sick person. Ooh, I can steal something from you. Is this what the movie industry has degraded to? They'll use any old token to fill in the gaps? Is that deserved? What? Don't musicals need to have logic to them or acting skills? This is just a bunch of pretty boys yelling and jumping around. You call that a movie? I call that a movie. No, what? Let me tell you, this kind of trash actually pollutes the environment. Do you know how much harm a bad movie can do to a person's mind and body? You make a good point, but I'm just a billboard. So what if you're a billboard? Billboards can still deliver wanton suffering. Wanton? Let me tell you, this evil ad has brought me severe psychological trauma. How do you plan on making compensation? I don't know. Ouch. Please, someone help me. Hey, how could you bully a billboard? Bullying is merely telling the truth enough to get you canceled nowadays. Ugh, is this a boomer? Since it dared to display these ads to the world, it should also be prepared to get chewed out. And what's more, even if it really was bullying, so what? Is a billboard capable of reporting me? Pull out your phone. I'm gonna record you. Hang on, wait. Kids these days don't know how to take a joke. Oh my gosh, this is just coming after boomers. I love it. It's no good being so brash at such a young age. Come on, let's drink a bottle of So Glad to calm the nerves a little, huh? So why are you bullying the billboard then? Strident criticism does not constitute bullying. Strident criticism, I say. How can a film critic ever be accused of bullying? After all, I'm a respected film critic with zero tolerance for bad movies. And what of it? What movie made you so angry? Didn't you see the poster on the billboard? Life's a Soda, the latest hot young musical. But I can't recommend it to you. After all, it's more like a boring 2-hour-long commercial that So Glad through money, advertising, rather than an actual movie. And what about the Penacony dreamscape, where the real stars orbit? Patui. The Himemia films is nothing more than a packing house for big-budget blockbusters devoid of any real meaning. Just look at their latest crop of movies. What are they all about? Return to Dreamscape. Marketing did a great job trying to stand this up, but it's all vacuous from beginning to end. Judgment Day, with this description, this camera work, and the $10 billion director attached, I'm sure it will be a famous source of embarrassment. And this one, Meme Crisis. How still is that old story? Yeah, they're still trying to warm it up like leftovers. Rough cuts and bone dry, very hard to digest. Smells like a cash grab to me. I want to make you happy.
Just another day.
So I have, yes, unlock the emo dial. What? What is going on? The man suddenly starts to shriek out loud. The adult's entire collapse. Oh, is in mere seconds. No, not like this. I didn't. More choking and sobbing. Are you okay? No. Go, quick, find the family. Find the dreamscape. Motivator. More choking and sobbing. Clockwork Chabro. Oh, I just broke this poor man.
What a scam.
Alright, let me go find somebody on duty. Also should probably... I'll just enable this team.
Who cares if everything's full of sugar?
Ooh, recipes. Alfalfa salad. That does not look like a salad. Oh, is that a Jell-O salad? Gross. Potato fry sundae. Mr. Herring's lemon tart. Ooh, what's this? Let's dance. Oh, I can get tokens from him. What have I been looking for? Oh, a Dreamscape motivator. I just saw them here. Our friendship has run its course. I've had enough of this. It's time to break off relations with him. I can understand how you feel. It's been so hard on you this whole time. Excuse me, emergency. You briefly outlined Chabro's situation for Anna. As you say, that gentleman's indeed in a bit of a pickle, but right now Oh, that's fine. You go on. Thank you for understanding, Mr. Carl. I'll double check everything then and call you once I get back. You know what? He used to be the most important person in my life. He shared his research results with me without hesitation and led me along the correct path of erudition. But how could someone like that somehow become so stubborn now? You know what? The attitude he showed when judging my research results was like lecturing an underperforming child. Sorry, I just can't help but complain. Go on, they're still waiting for you. Oh, he walked away. Ooh. Oh, a book. I am in the dreamscape, right? Or is this... Yes. So I need to be on the lookout for burbs. Popcorn food truck. Flying with your dream in your mouth. Young Master Gold. You're an unfamiliar face. Is this your first time in Dreamville? The origami bird takes a fancy bow, then twirls its round body and assumes what seems to be a bow. Welcome, handsome gentlemen. Welcome to the town's greatest and most magnificent miracle, Gold Leaf Plaza. That's right. When we mention Dreamville's architecture, the most famous one will be the Gold Leaf Plaza in front of you, gentlemen. Every branch has been placed meticulously, and it's embellished with gold leaves and sparkling jewels. Combining both aesthetics and utility is none other than Dreamville's Gold Leaf Plaza. That's so cool. Gentlemen, you do have a good eye. A pity, since the actual Gold Leaf Plaza should be grander and shinier. Everyone loves the Gold Leaf Plaza, but there's always an idiot who doesn't appreciate its beauty, and even wants to usurp my creation. Many of the gems in this plaza have also been stolen, and my assistants have been scared off by Boss Stone. Please help me find those missing birds. I'll help ya. Quick decision. I wasn't wrong about you being a good helper. If you see other birds near the Gold Leaf Plaza, get them to return to the Great Tree. Don't worry, I won't skimp on the rewards either. Alright, how many birds are in each location? Because I clearly don't have them all yet. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, and there's a bird. Yoink. Oh, and now you're over here. And now you're over here. You're good? You didn't even get the least bit scared by me. I've been defeated. Come round to play again next time. Bye. Alright, got that. Ooh, billboard. Or not billiards. Or pool. The purpose of a container is storage, but this machine chooses to share its wealth with the world. Could it be an act of harmony? I think its job is just to spew out cash.
Why do they only have soul black?
Ooh, more.
This is the one. It has to be.
Ooh. What is this game? Oh, I can get a light cone. Let's play 10 times in a row. It's almost like I'm making a wish.
Nice.
What'd I get? What'd I get? Is that it? Alright, let's try this again. Youngest prize. Youngest prize. Oh. And now I'm out of coins. Ah, it's fine. Ooh, absorb emotions. I got the tickets for Robin's concert. That was a close call. Oh, hey, Zagarius. So we finally met the real Sampo. He helped us solve a really shitty mystery that Sparkle was trying to get us caught up in. She's really stupid, but it was great to see him. Really awesome. How did you get them? There were 2 seats near the restroom that no one initially wanted, so I quickly grabbed them. Setting aside the oddity of having a restroom a dream, could you actually see anything from that angle? Hey, you should be grateful we even got tickets. You'll definitely regret it if you missed Robin's concert. Fine, I'll go prepare my outfit for the concert. But yeah, it was great to see Sampo and his V peeking out. Apparently something is happening on his home planet, Eurillo 6. And he needs his Fool's Mask, which I guess brings him some power back to deal with it. So that's going to be an exciting future storyline. Oh no, it has to be Zampo. Please don't be it Zampo. I love Zampo. Zampo Koski. I can't believe frickin' Sparkle fooled me for so long. Alright, I got that treasure. right, here's this movie critic. I can't breathe. Everything's screaming. It's too loud. Please calm down. It's dangerous if you go on like this. Fire. The fire. It still burns. It never stopped burning. Burn, burn. As Charbro screams hysterically, a ball of fire actually appears in front of you. What the hell did I just do? Oh, no, no, stay away. Help. Alrighty.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Don't get complacent. There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless. Your end approaches.
Oh yes, did you figure out how to DM? Because or not, you can just pop it in chat and I can grab the link of your Discord from chat. Oh yeah, your lance is ablaze. Place your doctor.
Here, this thunder.
Are we talking about the eye doctor? I forgot his name, Dr. Williams.
I'm on guard.
Apparently he's a doctor of psychiatry and not
Lance ablaze.
anything physical.
Lance! Forward!
Dr. Edwards, that's his name. Oh, I'm not accepting DMs.
Receive divinity.
That paradise
Interesting.
may be unreachable for me.
Oh, no, I knew what you were trying to say. That might be a setting I have turned off because I forget how Twitch works.
Eternal sleep.
Or, I mean, this is a new account, so I'm sure there's some setting that I just forgot to click. Oh, perfect. I feel like Alright, hold on. Let me put on auto battle while I try to figure this out.
Show no mercy.
I see bum prints. Oh, you did. I just got you. I got your DM.
Here, this thunder. Trifling.
Let me see if I can allow DMs from anybody.
Forward.
At least for now. Maybe I'll turn it off eventually.
Conflict is pitiless.
I underestimated you.
Failed to set you. Savor it for me.
Bum Prince knows a lot more about this game than I do, so I'm learning. Do you have a Discord, Zagarius? Because I will gladly join it.
Here is thunder.
Yeah, I can't figure this out. Also, Zagarius, you can always message me on my personal Twitch. Book Thief. Although I forget the number. I think, is it the Book Thief 8 or is it just Book Thief 8? Like, oh, guys, really something. I can't believe he has projected his consciousness into an entity. And he apologizes. But that's fine. Now that the negative emotions have all been physically cleared away, the old chap won't have any more problems. I'll be off then. Mr. Carl is still waiting for me. Oh, yes. Thanks very much for that then. I'll have to treat you to a meal next time. Anyway, sorry for any trouble caused this time around. If you have any problems later on, you can come and find me. I'm more or less a respectable enough old chap and should be able to help you out with a few things still. Oh, yeah. I mean, you have to be a member of the Page 7 Discord, right, Zagarius?
Back in my day, I was
Oh, he's sad. Let me make you happy. Whatever. I don't mean to hear your sob story, but I'm glad you're happy. All right, I'll find you on Discord, Zagarias. What's this? Oh, absorb emotions. We're in a dream now. Why would someone eat a 0-calorie sundae? It's body image anxiety, you know? High-calorie food can make you feel anxious even in a dream. Body image anxiety? What's there to be anxious about? I shouldn't waste my time talking about this with the Pepeshi. It's frustrating. Well, that was rude to her. Newspaper. Absorb emotions. Good evening, weirdo. A newspaper lies before you, scribbles around, and in its heart, bitterness, a desire profound. The world knows it for its garments, its headlines bold, but you seek its essence, its stories untold. We're just going to message you your first night to mention raiding and such. Nothing important, just a note, but we covered it the next night. Yeah. And then I forgot to raid last night. I don't know how it completely slipped my mind. I tried to raid Flexing Steel after, but I'm pretty sure they weren't even online. Despite birth as a paper, its plea resonates true, yearning to be a poet, terrible through and through. Oh, poor sad newspaper. Oh, so many emotions to absorb. You've been standing here for almost 10 minutes. Are you crossing the road or not? There's so much traffic here. Let me wait and see. It's so unsafe. Such a big city, and yet not even a traffic light, don't you think? Those cars won't bump into you, and even if they do, you won't really get hurt. Another angry gear. Everyone's so angry. Ooh, ooh.
Cake, soda, fresh baked pizza.
Cake, soda, and fresh baked pizza. My favorite trio of foods to be sold at one place. TikTok. I have to play Clocky day night, and I don't have any time for myself. I'm so envious of my friends who turned into a Dream Jolt troop. At least they can be themselves. If I do... Ha. Oh, that was an easy one. TikTok, Eureka! Since work's making me miserable, I'm just gonna quit. Dear guests, I'm gonna escape to other dreamscapes to take a break. Bye. Oh. Anything this way? No. Yes. Oh wait, this is the cafe. Was I here with Firefly? Mr. Piggy Bank, certificate collector. Oh, you're interested in the soda appraisal skills certificate I just obtained as well? I know, you want a peek. My elders tell me that the really smart ones can get certified for a ton of stuff and get plenty of medals, which is why I'm also collecting plenty of certificates and medals to prove that I'm smart too. Look, my pocket's full of them. You will have to work hard to get these. I'm not too shabby, eh? What's the point of these? Of course there's a point. If I don't have these certificates, how would I prove to my family that I'm useful? Who's this family you're talking about? Uncle never told me to never reveal that I'm a member of the Oak family. Anyway, the certificates and the medals, they're really important. I'll show all of them to you. I'm forced to sit through Mr. Piggybank's monologue on his arduous journey to acquire all his certificates. Time trickles as slow as pearls of condensed droplets inching their way down the side of a chilled soda can. Admit it, if you could, you also want to try sitting for a soda appraisal certificate. Oh my gosh. Spheroid rail repair, theater announcer, object training silver medal, and hotel drainage unclogging certificates. You're the first one who's ever had the patience to sit through my monologue. You're a good friend. Try to make him happy, sad. What happens if I make you angry? I am not worthless. I am not a piggy bank. I have my own name. My name is Pano of the Oak family. I wear my family's name with pride. Oh, I know that compared to my peers, I lack talent, courage, eloquence, looks, pleasantness, but I love my family too, so please pay more attention to me. I don't need titles. I just want a seat at the table. I want to go wherever I want and to yell out my own name loud and proud. I want to introduce my newfound friends to my family. Oh, this poor little boy. You think these are cute, Zagarius? I find these more creepy than Clocky was.
Are you also interested in credentials?
So what happens if I make him sad? No one ever loved me. I'm your true friend. Oh, he just gave you something.
Come and see my collection.
All these people are so sad. Oh, thank you, Ren9300. Thank you for the follow. Oh, and I just got raided. Did I just get raided by Holden? Oh, hoes in chat, hoes in chat. It is I, Scholastica, the Red and Fair drag queen VTuber. I didn't even know that my raid thing didn't go off. But I didn't even know Holden was streaming tonight. I'm trying to get things from this small child by manipulating his emotions. That sweet sunshine smile that Mr. Piggybank is brimming with vanishes, replaced by lethargy and tedium. This is a Pepeshi named Mr. Piggybank, and I'm using clockwork powers that I got from a talking Disney character named Clocky to control his emotions. So yeah, that's who the sad child is, Red 9300. What's the point? What's the point collecting all these shiny knickknacks just to hang them at home? Am I getting anything else from you? Oh, I got a soul glad for doing that. Whatever, I'm gonna make you happy again, because I don't like you being sad. Oh, no, you're allowed to ask questions, Ren9300. Who I'm gonna just call Ren, because saying Ren9300 is a lot to say. Welcome, welcome. Ask as many questions as you want. You can watch this billboard chase me around. I can't go that way. I don't know why, but this level really reminds me of Final Fantasy for some reason. Ba-da-da. So I'm pretty sure the people with dandelions on their head are actually adults, even though they look like children.
Please do not hit the entertainment facilities.
You don't understand. I asked one question and I think you spoke English and Ren is more than fine. Sorry. But yeah, so Pepeshi, I don't know what a Pepeshi is. They're just weird little fluff balls.
Who cares if everything's full of sugar? It's a dream.
So I'm still missing 12 things here. Oh, but there's a thing here. All right, let's... Navigate there by going here. Ba-da-da. Can't go that way. At least not yet. Ooh, and there's a treasure chest over here.
Looks good.
And some fancy cars. Oh, there's that little bear.
Want to see an animal?
Oh, I can upset the bear. That doesn't make me. Should I make the bad sad? Oh, it's a Deeding. Wolf ruff ruff. What's going on? The moment you calibrate the target's mood, a Deeding pops out of nowhere. The next part of the game is coming out, I think, in like 2-3 weeks. I know these things. These are native to the Xianzhou Lefu, which is another planet we visited. The Deeding makes a weak whimper from deep within its gullet and keeps rubbing its head against your leg, just like a puppy drenched in a downpour. Fine, everyone has a need for validation. You come to realize that this feeling really is not bad. Ooh. I feel like a belly rub is too forward. Let me pat it on the head first and see what happens. Woof, woof, ruff, ruff. Deeding sifts your fingers and the nimbles on your shoelace, softly pulling at it as though dragging you off somewhere else. Take me with you. You decide to follow the Deeding's lead. After all, it has already helped you to no end. As luck would have it, you're someone who understands what gratitude means. A Deeding hasn't made it that far before it starts loitering in the shadow at the street corner and later returns with a bag of garbage. It sits near your feet, still looking up at you with those innocent eyes. Indeed, Deedings have no business being in Penacony. No.
Want to see an...
Now, if I change it to... That was sad. Let me try angry. What will become if it's angry? Oh. I really have to hand it to you, humans. What's going on? The moment you calibrate the target's mood, an Intellitron girl appears out of nowhere. What are you looking at? Have you never seen a creature that's different from you before? I hate people who discriminate the most. Same. Do you know how many eras of struggle it took for us Intellitrons to be emancipated and granted equal status with living species after the Emperor's War? The very fact that I can stand here is testimony to the fact that such concepts as a soul, as humanity, these classifications are simply nonsense. Inorganic life has finally wrested the right to dream for ourselves. But what about other creatures? Bears? Deetings? Wababoos? Why can't those other life forms enjoy the right to dream? Do they not also deserve a little slice of this paradise too? It's your prejudice that's making the city so lacking in life, that's making the streets stink of humans. Let me warn you again, do not discriminate against any creature, even if it's just a space rat crossing the street, as life is just as precious as you are, so stop trying to get smart with me. I wasn't going to. Yeah, that's right. Back off and retain some dignity. Move aside and don't ruin my performance. I still have to busk to earn my lubricant oil. Why would you want to deliberately annoy a bear anyway? Ooh, Zagarius. There are only two things I hate. People who are intolerant of others and the Dutch.
Woof, 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 woof.
So, I'm pretty sure if I make her calm, she'll turn into a Wubaboo, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about the Wubaboo. That's the Wubaboo! Ooh! What's going on? The moment you calibrate the target's move, a Wubaboo appears out of nowhere. And they make ghost noises. Woo! Oh, you don't like that one? The Wubaboo minds its own business, hovering around you, circling faster, faster, and faster until... Where's my phone? You watch helplessly as the screen on your phone lights up and the keys start clacking. Then it dials through to the number of someone you know very well. Welcome to IBC. Your order has been received. Items will be delivered within 3 days. Please, I'm a minor. I want a refund. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but your item has already been shipped and cannot be intercepted unless you can help deplete our inventory. It looks like you don't have any choice. Hey now, the order's for 3 copies of Look at the Stars. You can no longer tolerate this cheeky, mischievous Wubbaboo. It should be locked up in the space station's containment cabin for 1,000,000 amber eras. Sneak off before it comes with a new way to prank you. So what should I leave it as? The Wubbaboo, the lady, the Deeting, or the bear? Keep it sad, keep it as the Deeting. Perfect. So cute. Oh. Oh, dear sir, please stay for a while. There's no need to hurry in this dreamscape where time stands still. Here, please take this pamphlet. I will be performing the Song of Beauty at this concert. Please don't miss it. Are you ready for the Song of Beauty from the planet of Canticles, dear sir? The planet of Canticles? Sad and cute, that's Agarius. I see you're not familiar with the music. Let me introduce it to you. Have you ever heard of the name Mendasia? Is that the name of the planet of Canticles? Oh, yes, it was once an artistic paradise in the universe, but no longer exists. Since the dawn of civilization, Mendasia has believed in the beauty. Idrilla bestowed upon us the wall of mirrors that shielded us from plagues. Henceforth, the world concealed its traces in the star ocean, and only a few knew of its existence. Gradually, it became a peaceful wonderland where people indulged in feast and drinks in the forest of flowers, explored and sang in praise of the beauty, referring to their homeland as the planet of Canticles. What is a canticle? I feel like I have to Google this real quick. Define canticle. Oh, a hymn or chant, typically with a biblical text, forming a regular part of church service. Sure. However, as the beauty disappeared, the blessing she left behind gradually crumbled. Approximately 2 amber eras ago, the wall mirrors collapsed entirely, and soon after, like a vulnerable butterfly, Mendasia was swallowed by a terrifying interstellar beast. The surviving Mendasians have been wandering ever since, and no one believes in the paradise spoken of by those refugees. Only a few musical pieces, known as the Song of Beauty, serve as evidence of the existence of the planet of Canticles. The enchanting realm of the beauty has faded, and if its remaining art withers away, the crown of cosmic art will lose one of its brightest jewels. With each additional layer, the enduring flame of art will shine brighter. So I hope you can support my performance. I'll definitely support you. Thank you for your support. I salute you on behalf of the beauty. I will continue to preserve the Song of Beauty for the sake of the planet of Canticles and the precious beauty of the universe. So I'll make you happy. By the way, my given drag name, Ren, is Ford Funkorella. That is a fun name. All of a sudden, Lacrose's serene face lights up with joy as she opens her mouth and sings in an unfamiliar language in a tone you have never heard before. Oh, sorry, I'm still thinking about Ford Funkorella. Mendasia. Ooh, I'm not even going to attempt to say those words. Each syllable of the song seems to imitate the sound of nature, rustling of leaves, buzzing of insects, chirping of birds, low growls of beasts, raindrops hitting the ground. The amalgamation of sounds creates a marvelous rhythm. The song is sometimes shrill, sometimes raw. You don't even know these are sounds producible by a human's vocal cords. It's hard to tell if the music can be called melodious, but the wild vigor within the song is palpable. Ren, I was gonna go with Hoover because he wore panties, but he hated everyone. That he did. That was the first song I learned as a child, and I don't know why I sang it out loud. How peculiar. Will you perform this song at your concert? No, if you attend my concert, you won't actually hear this song. Although the language of the song is no longer spoken, the meaning of each lyric has been passed down. Mendasia, Norse Idrillis, flourishing flowers with the sands of art. This is the meaning of the lyrics I just sang. Mendasia, the planet of canticles that perished even before I was born. I have never witnessed her or seen any image of her, but by singing that song, I can imagine a paradise where one can freely sing under the sunlight. Dear sir, how do you think of this song? It's beautiful. Thank you, but my manager doesn't approve of it at all. My manager told me that the style of music doesn't appeal to the audiences at all, and will only deter guests seeking elegance. To achieve fame, I must first sing songs that are recognized by the market. So I started imitating popular styles and composed the fabricated Song of Beauty. Surprisingly, that ruse managed to deceive the audience. My performances were well received within the music fan community, and I got on the cover of Art of Dreamscape, and that song even won numerous awards. It's absurd how the most banal melodies, coupled with some obscure instruments and a contrived narrative, can be hailed as artistic masterpieces. Oh, that's a good question, Zagarius. Is it Hoover Funkarella? But Ren clarifies that nope, it is Officer Hoover Hobbs. That sounds like a reference to Zootopia for some reason. Zagarius' drag persona is Madame Coco, the Duchess of Borneo. I love that. I love that so much. And Ren just watched Dune 2. I need to watch the Dune movies. I haven't gotten around to them yet. I've never even read the books. Every day I reluctantly sing lies. If it were not for a spur-of-the-moment decision just now, I would have forgotten about the real Song of Beauty. However, is the Song of Beauty truly insignificant? No style, audience, and popularity are merely pretexts to conceal prejudices. I am determined to prove to my manager that Mendasia music will become a hit. You don't need to prove anything. Just sing what you desire. No, it's not that simple. She holds significant sway over the entertainment industry in Penacony. I must find a way to convince her instead of defying her. As for how to persuade her, I can start with a roadshow and assess the audience's reaction. If the audience approves my performance, she won't be able to use market reviews as an excuse to dissuade me. I can organize the roadshow at Adine Park as it attracts visitors who seek novelty and individuality. They'll undoubtedly be more receptive to a different style of music. I'll be preparing for the show, dear sir. I kindly request your presence to witness my performance on stage. I'm confident that you won't be disappointed. Ooh, the game is Drag Queen Goes to Catholic School. This is what I call the piss fountain. The water looks pretty clear. What are they talking about? That yellow water looks clear to them. Okay. Just looking at it puts me in a good mood. Yeah, it looks nice. I want to go for a swim down there. Can you at least have some standards? And do you even know how to swim? With that tiny body of yours, you won't even reach the surface. Don't expect me to rescue you if you get drowned. Also, didn't we just learn that the Pepeshi, if they get wet, they disappear? I don't get the rules of this land. Oh, shut up. Why do I keep getting angry gears from people? Ooh, another one.
Looks good.
Oh, earlier there was a whole like murder mystery plot going on about an hour ago.
The most luxurious commodities throughout Dreamscape.
Look at this culinary chain. Crafting drinks with flavor.
I still gotta get in line in a dream.
Alright, what mission should I complete? Missions. Oh, there's so many. So many things I need to do. Although I probably should focus on some of the... like, there's only 17 days left for this. Like, it's not going to be too big of an issue, but still, I should probably focus on the ones that are limited time and then do all these other ones later. Although I think I should actually go see Clocky first. Oh, my drag name, it's Scholastica Sweetcock. Because I'm a Ren Fair drag queen.
Checked off the list.
Both are Renaissance era drag names. And back in the day, you know, women weren't allowed to perform on stage for some reason. So men would dress up as women and perform on stage. And the idea is that Scholastica is one such performer, and that she was captured by an artist and, you know, put in a frame as a painting. And she has such a dramatic range. I mean, I can smile, I can blush, I can look sad, I can cry. Look at those tears. Look at those sad little tears. So sad. But don't piss me off. I can get angry too. The dimple? Is there a dimple? Oh, you mean like the mole mark? Oh, but look. Oh, I did not go this close before. I just noticed the little tear. I love it. And if you look, there's actually like some texture on it to kind of make it look like a painting. Oh. Woe is me. Anyway, here's Clocky. Tick-tock. Here we go again, my gray friend. I rarely run into people who can see me, so I must make use of this opportunity to tell you all the wonders about Dreamville. See the statue in front of you? Tell you what, is made based on me, Clocky. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, Ren, I used to have an industrial on my right ear, but it never healed properly. I always had keloids, and I just took it out one day because I couldn't anymore. Tick-tock, tick-tock. There are more secrets about the statue. Next, I'm going to tell you things I only reveal to my friends. You do occasionally receive a kind of golden banknote with my face on it during your journey in the dreamscape, right? Do I? Haven't you come across it? It doesn't matter. You'll get one sooner or later by exploring the dreamscape. Here comes the crucial part, so listen closely. Many have no idea that those golden banknotes can be used to replenish my dream energy. By handing those golden banknotes, let's call it clock credits, to the statue, I'll become more famous and influential in Dreamville. The more energy this statue requires from clock credits, the sooner everyone in Dreamville can see me. When the time comes, I'll be able to hang out with you and your buddies. What if I don't want the others to see you? Tick-tock! If you were my true friend, you wouldn't say things like that. For your information, you can't use clock credits to buy stuff in regular stores in Dreamville. You might even get yourself targeted by pickpockets if you try using them in public. So you might as well let me have them. As long as you can replenish my dream energy, I'll give you awesome gifts in return. Tick-tock, that's all I wanted to say. Remember to explore the Dreamville as much as you can, earn clock credits, and take them to my statue here. See you, my gray friend. Oh, are you cocky? Or are you clocky? Oh, Ren, you like your little jewelry and beautiful chains. I am trying to gauge up both of my ears. It's been a very slow process. Oh. Oh, I have a ton of credits. How much can I...
Oh boy! I've eaten too much this time!
Oh, tick-tock. Ooh, I just got a bunch of stuff. Wait, did I just max this out? That took no time. I did that in 5 seconds. Ooh, that's my husband, Gallagher. Please continue the Trailblaze mission to raise the Clocky statue's max level. Oh, yeah, okay, so it'll be... Oh, new mission. Oh, listen to a Clocky. Wow, I'm surprised you have gathered so many clock credits for me, my gray friend. That's terrific. Although I still don't have enough dream energy to make myself visible to everyone in town. This is already a significant improvement. I owe you a big one, my gray friend. Tick-tock. Please pay closer attention the next time you interact with the statue. You'll see how the clock credits can indeed make me more influential in Dreamville. See you next time, my gray friend. Oh, and now it just increased. Oh, and I don't have enough now. Okay. Ooh. Alright, there's plenty of more to get. You find Clocky scary, Colleen.
Time to waste money, buddy!
I love Clocky. I mean, he's clearly a Mickey Mouse knockoff, down to the voice and everything. Tick-tock!
Checked off the list.
Alright, what was I about to do before? I'm just gonna put more stickers down because I want to get that at 100%. So I can get those points. Ooh. Perfect. Oh, and I got some burbs. Just go back next to the big Papa Bird. Unless that's me. Worthless, that's also me. Oh, that's a sad thing to say. Oh, there's still more. Note sticker. Sure. Ooh, gotta get these Stellar Jade. Autocorrect. It is even afraid for you to say its name. Ooh, I have one wish. Should we see if I get anything? I think that's nothing. This is Pom Pom. I love Pom Pom. They're the conductor of the Astral Express. And it's blue, so it's nothing. Pointless light cone. I got another Gallagher. I'm gonna superimpose this. Anything else new? This, which that's already maxed. Cool. So many things. Oh, you're allowed to say... Oh, yeah. I just allowed you to say that. I'm all about serving cunt. It's my favorite word. Well, it's my favorite curse word. I know it shouldn't be. I know a lot of people don't like it. We actually don't know what Pom Pom's gender is. I think they use they, them pronouns generally. Oh, wait, I want to do... Have I done this Hanu? Wait, what is this one? Goodness is rare. I need to get back to my mission. Oh, see, Sagaris doesn't even trust Clocky. I don't know why I trust them so much. They just seem sweet. I mean, that is a good way to beat someone, I guess. Let's do this one first. I mean, speaking of vulgar programs, some of the TV screens in Penacony start to air some strange and vulgar programs. Uma, the TV host, wishes to speak to you about it. Alright, let's figure this out. And she is somewhere I haven't been yet. Which appears to be this way? Is that right? I think if I go this way, no. Am I going up? How do I get there? Alright, let me trust my instinct and go this way first.
I still gotta get in line and
Give him a kid's meal.
All that education and it's utterly useless.
Ooh, I'm getting your emotions. I'm telling you, school grades are the biggest scam in the world. Just look at my classmates. They all went to a famous school. For what? Who's the only one who can afford to vacation in Penacony right now? Me. So, how did you earn your money? Easy. I didn't make it into any famous school, so I just started doing rap. Oh my god, please don't make me rap. Looking back now, it seems like I saved 150 years of my life.
All that education and it's utterly useless.
Oh, I got happy. And a happy gear. Was not expecting him to be a rap god. I'll talk to you later. Oh, I can go this way.
Is that all?
You're not tricking me, right? I've heard that there are people who deceive others in the dreamscape by deliberately using fake names, fake appearances, even faking their race and gender. I put my trust in you, so don't you lie to me. Of course I won't. Even though we've only known each other for less than a week, you're already my best friend. How could I ever lie to you? Thank you. You are so kind. Sus.
Let's see what's new.
Ooh, puzzle. Oh, this game is called Honkai Star Rail. It just had a big update a couple weeks back. With like an all new area, all new story. And every 6 weeks it'll have new content, which is super cool. And it's about to have its it's 1 year anniversary next month. What is all? Oh, this is trippy. I just noticed. All right, Clocky, calm down. Oh, if I do... Nope, that did nothing. Oh, that looks promising, though. Yeah. TikTok? No, it's doubled the pay for overtime. I can't sleep yet. Clocky makes me get old. What? Lordly trash can. They may appear anywhere in the world. Testing passing braves. Converse with it to face its trial, and completing the trials will earn you stellar jade rewards. The trials from each lordly trash can can only be completed once and cannot be repeated. Interesting. Alright, well, I came to talk to this lady, so let me talk to her first.
Here's the Penacony news.
He represents... Oh, yes, he represents time. Now I'm getting it. Grab a bottle of Soul Glad, make your dreams a blast. Wait, no, I'm not live on stream right now. But I am. Aren't you from that show on TV? Don't be so loud. It'd be a real shame if other people find out. Shh. Are you a celebrity? My name's Uma. I'm a news anchor from the family. As for being a celebrity, I can't really say that. But if you keep an eye out on the roadside billboards, you ought to have come across a few of my shows. Did you want something? Oh, I didn't expect you to be the special guest the director mentioned. Hi, I'm Uma, a news anchor from the family. Penacony TV has been caught in a bind lately, so the director sent me to ask for help from a special guest. I didn't expect it to be you. What's the issue? Alas, we're unable to work as usual, so please help us figure out who's behind the issue as soon as possible. Have you noticed the roadside billboards? The technicians from the family have pulled out all the stops to fix the signal issue, but a handful of screens are still not yet to be restored. To put it simply, Penacony TV signal has been hijacked by an unknown organization. They call themselves the Dream Jolt TV and have aired several TV segments. They threaten to expose the family's scandals and debunk the illusions fabricated by Penacony TV. In reality, the content they have shown so far has been nothing but disgusting crap. The director said you were exceptionally talented. We need your help nabbing the culprit who has hijacked the station signal and restoring the network to normal. What do I need to do? Don't worry, this thing is simple. We've located several terminals with anomalous signals. Now we need someone skilled to visit those spots and remove those signals manually. After fixing these signals, we'll be able to find out the real mastermind behind this incident. Of course, we'll also entrust you with this final step. I thirst for battle. I admire your confidence. By the way, we've noticed something interesting from the intel sent by the family. When you're fighting with them, you can focus on their weaknesses to gain more audience ratings. This will give you an edge in the battles. The director thought you might not need the tip since you are so well trained, but I'd suggest that you give it a try. It can probably make things easier for you. Well, we're counting on you to rescue the station, sir. Blah, 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 blah. So I have to find the 5 screens, fight people in the 5 screens, and I get buffs and stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. And this one doesn't get unlocked until I have to complete all the other stages. Okay.
Here's the Penacony news. Once again, another moment of peace has passed golden hour by.
Oh no, I love this game. I didn't think you were being mean at all. It's free to play too if you want to give it a shot. You can download it on your phone even. Grady Films has released a new movie called The Mirror of Nightmares. How about we go watch it together? Actually, I've been meaning to ask for a while now, why would an Intellitron like you be so interested in such a cheesy horror movie? You want the truth? Why else would I ask? Well, the truth is, it's not really the horror movies I'm into. It's the way you react every time you watch one. You little... leap?
Become part of the family.
Oh god, what's Hot Dog Runner?
Don't leak the contents of this conversation.
So you're calm right now. What happens if I get you angry? Blah, blah, blah. College radio.
Don't leak the contents of this.
I'm just skipping through a lot of this dialogue just because I want to see what I get at the end. I got nothing that time.
It's the news after all.
Never actually thought about being a reality fixer-upper before.
Don't leak the contents of this.
Alright, I'll make you back to normal. I'm just gonna make you happy. I like people happy. Don't leak the contents. I mean, but what if I want to lick the contents?
See what's new.
Did I explore all of this? Oh, and it connects over there. I think there might be something over here, though.
All that education, and it's utterly useless.
Ooh, do I want a newspaper? Oh, it actually gives me something, but I'm good. Oh, billboard in love. An unusual looking mobile billboard blocks your path. Ah, handsome gentleman, welcome to Penacony. Excuse my boldness, but have you seen my love around here? What is this advert for? It's saying don't leak the content of this discussion. Oh, no, this is not an advertisement. This is my love that I am searching for. She is the treasure of Penacony, the brightest star in the crowd, catching everyone's attention. That's right, not even a billboard is exempt. Ah, she's unforgettable. I don't suppose you recognize this face, do you? The billboard sways with anticipation. The young girl on the screen does indeed seem to have a unique quality. She is very charming. Didn't see her. All right, I guess I'll have to keep searching. If you happen to meet her somewhere, please tell her one thing for me. This is a billboard in front of the Golden Central Station waiting. Oh, there is a billboard in front of the station waiting for you. It will always be waiting for you. So it's happy right now. What if I make it sad? Oh God, is it about to freeze again? I don't know why this keeps happening. There's no reason for it to keep shutting down. It's running at, it's not that like heavy of a game. Oh, go trim your beard, Ren, if you need to. Although, God, I can't believe I'm already past the time I said I'd be finished up. But no, I'm gonna be probably wrapping up in the next half hour or so. I'm sorry, I lost my composure. He's sad because he misses... So he's looking for this woman?
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, I will. What is that? Oh, poor sad. I don't want to make this billboard sad. All right, he was happy. What if I make him angry? He points at couples passing by in the street and curses them. So much for honeymoons, loyalty, and true love. It's all false advertising, fake love. One minute you're whispering sweet nothings, and the next you're holding someone else's hand. This billboard sees everything clearly. It's fake. It's all fake. But even if it's fake, I still wish that I could meet her just one more time. A leaflet falls from its body to the ground. Oh, this is so sad.
The girl of...
I need to find this lady. Oh no, I'm just being naive. The look we share that seems so romantic. That parting without a farewell. That is not falling in love. I'm just a billboard that she can see anywhere in her dream. Maybe she already left Penacony long ago, and I'm still holding on to hope for a meaningless reunion. Ah, I'm such a fool. You could go somewhere else to search for her. I should proactively go to the other moments to find her. You're right, there are no rules stating that billboards can't take the spheroid. Maybe I could try sneaking into the station. It seems to have fallen into deep thought. I'm just gonna make you happy again. Oh, such a little dweeb in love.
Is that all?
Oh, I can't go that way. Wonder if that girl actually exists somewhere. Hello, young one. Mind having a chat with an old lady like me? Sure, I've got nothing to do now. A straightforward one, I like you. Come closer, young one. Do you have any interesting experiences to share with an old lady? In line with the tradition of respecting your elders, you summon your patience and chat with the old lady. You talk to her about your express companions, about the journey thus far. The old lady listens intently, her expression gradually growing sated. Very good, excellent, so free, so exciting. She closes her eyes and murmurs compliments. Seeing her expression, you feel like you've done another good deed. But why does she keep staring at you? You're a little apprehensive. She appears to be waiting for you to continue talking, but you don't know what else to say. I wish you good health. Hold on, young one. Don't leave just yet. You haven't asked for a reward from me. For the chat, of course. You're an honest boy. Young people nowadays are really good with people and know how to treat them well. They don't feel bothered even after chatting with an old lady like me for an entire day. I like you quite a bit. How about you stay here? All you have to do is ask. As long as it can be settled with money, I can make all your wishes come true. Is that why there's just two people awkwardly standing by her? Here, keep these. Take it as a token of my appreciation. So she's calm right now. I want to piss her off. All that bunch of people are obsessed about is getting some business insights out of me. It's all nothing but nonsense. I just did things as best I could, as cautious as I tried. Any business owner would do the same thing, no? About money.
Of course, money talk.
Ooh, she sounds mean. So she was calm before. Let me make her sad. Just take a look at the young people around me. Everyone takes what they need. Isn't that good? Oh. Sad old lady. I have never experienced sincerity, which is why instead of fantasizing about someone treating you sincerely, it'd be better to buy happiness and authenticity with money. Damn.
Of course.
All right, lady. I almost called her baby. Let me make you happy. To one born into a merchant family like me, wealth is more of a responsibility than a source of pleasure. But now I can finally lay down my duty and treat money in a way that no ordinary person can. Take it. Take more of it, in fact. The more I spend on young people, the more alive I feel. Ooh, you just gave me $10,000.
All that education, and it's utterly useless. Our newspaper...
Oh, wait, where am I going now? Because I have a ton of missions to do. It's this one. I also have a ton of messages to read. Here's customer. Oh, I need to reply to that one. Oh, that's Black Swan. Oh god, this is Sparkle, isn't it? What? Sparkle. I'm just gonna keep doing question marks. I'm not playing your game, Sparkle. TikTok, the reverie TikTok, the snooker room TikTok. Alright, a new mission. Alice, I imagine you have already seen that dream bubble. Relax, I just want to know if anybody has come looking for you yet. I'm getting deja vu here. You may also know that interesting young fool, Sparkle. She's recently got into disguising herself as other people. Has she tried this with you already? Wait, then you might be... If that's the case, you could be Sparkle in disguise too. I see you're on high alert. What would you have me do to prove I am me? A unique action? Some unique actions you do out of habit, like looking in a mirror a lot. But if that little Miss Fool excels in observation, there's a chance that she could perfectly imitate everything about a person. I've met her, she's not a good actress. I think the only thing that can differentiate someone from another is their memories. There's no way for an outsider to completely steal or imitate every ounce of a person's memory. Just like when we met in Penacony, is it not? A strange dreamland surrounding us, a series of strange murders, people with differing dreams, the truth that lies beneath the water's surface. Do you need me to go on? I need more. I can't be the one doing all the talking. By your logic, you should also have to prove that you are not Sparkle. Huh? Oh, and now I'm alarmed. I'm just joking. As a memo keeper, I naturally know who the person is on the other side of my screen. Miss Sparkle's pranks are not without their benefits. She's able to make us re-examine what we have seen and think about the appearance and reality of the dreamscape. This is also the reason that I shared the dream bubble with you. Alright, looks like she hasn't caused any major damage. I will put my mind at ease. Talk to you again soon. We'll always have Penacony. Oh gosh, so many messages. Here comes Penacony's annual food fest. The Golden Hour Thanksgiving event has officially started. Collect materials for free refinement. Limited sale, 3 for the price of 1. Delicious delicacies are available to send via mail. Take part in the event for 7 days in a row to receive special gifts. You can head over to the Commercial District Clock Diner to find out more. Please reply unsub to opt out. Unsub. Reply received. Thank you for your support. Oh, now I have Food Fest. How much do you know about the Reverie's indefinite closure? The Reverie located in Golden Hour is currently undergoing renovations. I'm sure that every guest has seen this notice on their Dreamscape Pass. Certainly, the majority of guests will have no reason to doubt this official explanation provided by the family. However, should one have a particular hunger for the truth, they may not have to delve too deep in order to find holes in this story. If you're naturally a person of truth and integrity and wish to explore the truth, please feel free to contact Singler, investigative reporter of the Sweet Dream Times. Together, we can expose the truth behind the closure of the Reverie that the family seeks to cover up. So many missions. Special deal spent 46,700,000. Alfalfa credits enjoy a 12% discount. That is not much. Yeah, 3 for the price of Rome. Discounted items include jewelry, watches, bags, high-quality tailored clothing items, and more. Our distinguished customers are welcome to stop by and make a selection as they please when visiting the OD Mall. For more detail, go to the store manager. Oh gosh, and who's this now? Unofficial channels that Leslie Dean, the superstar actor who passed away at a young age, has recently appeared in Golden Hour in Penacony, creating quite a shock. There's currently no evidence to show that Leslie Dean appearing in the Dreamscape is the real cosmic star. The Sweet Dream Times editorial office would like to urge fans to act with constraint and not break the rules of the Dreamscape. How many missions did I just accept? Plenty. And there appears to still be more. Oh no, Misha's sad. It's getting closer. There's a huge shadow in the hotel. Where are you? I'll head over. I'm in the hotel corridor. There's a huge shadow. It's getting closer. Misha! I was saved. I ran into the elevator and came down when it turned to go in a different direction. Thank you. Your message comforted me a lot. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me more about the shadow. I actually don't know much about it. I've heard before that there's a black shadow haunting the hotel at night. Sometimes crying, sometimes laughing. What bad luck. At least I managed to get away. I heard that one of my brave coworkers came across it last night and then... Are they still alive? They are. It's just that when the shadow passed them, all the lights in the corridor suddenly went out. Before they did, he saw a grimacing shadow. Wait, a grimacing shadow. Crying. It's back. I'll use my broom as a baseball bat. It should work just as well, right? I'm going in. I hope this is like voice to text, because otherwise there's a shadow coming at him and he's just sitting in the hallway with his broom on the phone, typing away. You can do it. Oh, that's how it ends? Oh, Misha's dead, isn't he? Dearest customer, thank you for experiencing the Dreamscape immersive game Hanu's Adventure, brought by Clock Studios. We hope you had an enjoyable experience. Please do let us know how you rate the game. 1 great, 2 good. Please respond with the corresponding number alone. We look forward to your response. Why can I only rate it good? The existence of a negative rating would expose the Dreamweavers to negative emotions and lead to unnecessary risks being taken in the game design. Therefore, we have not created a channel for negative feedback. If you are unsatisfied, please complete offline feedback. We will be sure to accept any suggestions and present them to the designers in a tactful way. Clock Studios has prepared a great number of clearance rewards for customers, including a limited edition Hanu's Adventure storybook. However, please be aware, any special content unrelated to cartoon characters such as Clocky, Brother Hanu, Boss Stone should appear inside the storybook. You are advised to stop reading immediately and destroy the book. What happens if I read it? I won't be put behind bars for this, will I? This question will not be answered in accordance to Clock Studios' customer service guidelines. However, in order to ensure that you do not encounter anything unexpected, please make sure to honor this warning. If you could just listen to this suggestion, you will have a joyful dream adventure. I hope that you will reap great happiness inside this cartoon world we have created. Oh, all right, I read all my texts. Alright, so here's the food fest, here's the prison break. Whew, so many missions to do. Question is, which one do I do? Although it's 10:30 and I did promise I'd be done before 11, so I think actually what I'm going to do is log off. Oh my gosh. I feel weird logging off when there's still so much to do, but I think it's time for the night to say goodnight. When I know if I start a mission, I'm going to be here for another hour, and that's what happened last night. I ended up streaming for 4 hours. I mean, as it is, I've been streaming for 3.5.
Nice.
But let me see if I can find someone to raid. If anybody has any recommendations, let me know. Oh, Phoebe Claire, who I met yesterday, is playing. Should I read Phoebe Claire, Bun? Cool. Let me see if I can do this again. But you guys have all been great again. I had such a blast with a much chiller stream. There's been no death this time, except for the fake sparkle deaths. I'll be back tomorrow. I have a half day at work, so I'm actually going to be streaming 2 to 6, and I'll be raiding Holdenator's Hose, Friday stream, Jacob of the Holdies with Holden McNeely and Jackie Zabrowski of Page 7 fame on the Lost Podcast Network. I'm there every Friday. It's such a great hang. You can see me in my non-Scholastica Twitch name. So I hope you can join me again tomorrow and then stay after for just some good times. So thank you all so much for coming out. And we are rating, if I can spell, Phoebe Claire. Ooh, did that work? It worked. Awesome. Thank you all so much. And you guys have a wonderful evening. I shall see you anon.